of burgers.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Well, Sebastian, it was terrible. the The bun, there's nothing to speak of. It was, first of all, it wasn't juicy, like the name Juicy Lucy would suggest. It was very dry. When I bit into that meat, it was, like I said, like perhaps wet newspaper that had somewhat dried off. Not wet enough to be juicy, just wet enough to stick together in a patty. A lot of lettuce. They were pretty generous with that lettuce, but it was wilted. It was sad. It
wasn't browning. It was wilted, but it wasn't browning.
But it wasn't crisp, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
It was just kind of gross. And the whole setting, Sebastian. And you know, I'm going to rate this probably the lowest I've ever rated a burger. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
2.5.
2.5. That's not that bad considering...
Wait a minute. Go over the ratings.
Let's go over the ratings. So I'm going to start at a 10.
Yeah.
Because we know it's not that. But just to give context. So a 10 is a $100 burger.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to cost $100, but it needs to taste like $100. Like when you feel like $1 million, that's the equivalent for this burger. You need to feel like if you did spend $100 on it, you wouldn't even regret it. A 7 is a good burger. A 5 is a fine burger. It's not bad. It's not good. It's fine. A 1 is a poison burger. There is no 0 on this scale.
No.
And so I guess a 3 would be like a not good burger. Fine, not. What's halfway between fine and poison? Not good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. 2.5. It's a really bad score.
Yeah.
I want to even give it a 2, but being 1 point away from poison, seems like there's worse out there. We maybe not have found them yet, but this I want to say the location that we went to is on Saint Jacques.
They have other locations. They
do and
around town. I mentioned a few of them earlier. The menu here says Mercier, Chateauguay, Maple Grove. I don't know where Maple Grove is.
Some of these places. Are there any in the West Island?
Laurentide. Yeah, Pierrefonds.
Okay.
LaSalle, Queen Mary.
Now, I can't believe that the one in the West Island would be as shabby as this one, but I also can't believe the food would be any better.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, all of our talk about the way this place is set up may be only under this management.
It could be, but honestly, if I were running Buffalo Bills and, you know, a few of my locations were, you know, my pride and joy, and this one looked like this, I would take away the license and shut them down. I would not allow them to be called Buffalo Bills.
No.
Because it ruins the Buffalo Bills name if these other ones... And it's not. It's still operating under Buffalo Bills. It has been for years. So I can only assume that all of Buffalo Bills are this caliber of quality and level of operation. That's just a shabby establishment.
Yeah.
Across the board. I can't trust any of them. So I'm looking at the picture of the burger I got, which was the quarter pounder with cheese. In the photograph, it has lettuce, tomatoes, relish, cheese, looks like ketchup and mustard, and onions. Mine had lettuce and onions and cheese and mustard. The bread was stale, but like a little toasted as if to hide it. But you ain't fooling this guy, not this palate. I know the mouthfeel. I've developed a palate, a mouth for burgers, and this burger's not up to snuff.
No.
Not only do they not give you what's listed, and the photograph is not representative of the food they provide, the place is filthy. My tray's dirty, which kind of ruins my appetite a little more that I'm eating off a dirty tray. It's not hard to wipe down a tray. No. I've worked in fast food places. Wiping down a tray takes no time. The wings weren't good. The fries were bad. The burger tasted worse than a frozen patty you'd get at the grocery store. Yeah. I don't know where the hell they got these frozen patties, but they were awful. I won't say it wasn't juicy, though. It was a little juicy, but I felt like that was more attributed to the fact that it was frozen and cooked relatively quickly, so it was still just kind of moist.
Yeah.
The lettuce wasn't great. The onions were fine, but not even enough. The mustard was shabby mustard. The cheese was shabby. Everything about this burger was shabby. Matthew, you had wax paper still attached to your burger.
Yeah.
I'm giving this burger a 2.
There you go.
This burger was a piece of shit. I've had this burger at their previous location, but the same management team, I guess, because they moved. I don't know if it's the same owners or whatever. And I remember years ago, maybe a decade ago, I remember that the burger wasn't good. And I hoped maybe in the intervening years that maybe things had changed. They were in a new location, new kitchen, new staff, certainly. Maybe a new way of preparing it. But no, I'd say that the only thing I liked about this burger was that the bun had sesame seeds.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Is that what's giving it like an extra 0.5?
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez.
Well, I wasn't poisoned.
Yeah.
So that's a whole point right there.
No.
That brings it up to... No, that just brings it up to 2. I guess a 1.5 is the I'm not actually poisoned.
Yeah.
And 2 is there were sesame seeds. No, the sesame seeds aren't changing that much. Sesame seeds are like they're no points. You're not getting points for sesame seeds. I like it. It's nice.
Yeah.
But this wasn't a poison burger, although my stomach doesn't feel great. I haven't been violently ill yet. It's been a couple hours. This burger's shit. This whole establishment's shit. Their chicken wings are shit. Their fries are shit. I've had their subs. They aren't good. There's nothing good about this place. Buffalo Bill's, it's a piece of shit. I'm sorry to be swearing so much. Matthew, you got to bleep out a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
You're going to have a tough time editing this one. But it's just, don't order from this place. Don't go into this place. Don't do it unless you feel like having a shameful meal where you're going to eat alone in the dark and hope that no one looks at you. Because that's how everyone else looked that was eating there.
Yeah.
One person to go, one person there to stay. It was just like, please don't look at me. This is a shame meal. And it is a shame. Buffalo Bills should have better food. They should be run better. They shouldn't be such a goddamn filth hole. I got nothing good to say about this except that they didn't poison me.
Well, that's saying something. Now, this seems like a good a time as any to announce our first ad from Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills.
Call 514-948-4444. Locations at Saint-Jacques, LaSalle, Queen Mary, Chateauguay, Pierrefonds, and Laurentides, Boulevard de Laurentides. 65 cents each for the wings every Monday. That's Buffalo Bill Wings, 948-4444.
Let Bill into your home.
Oh, God, don't. He'll probably filth up your home, too.
He's gonna throw you in a well in his basement, and he's going to harvest your skin. It puts the burger in the basket, or else he gets the hose again.
I wish they put the sauce in the basket and toss the wings in there instead of just dumping it all on my damn wings. It's just such a piece of junk place. Really disappointing.
I think it should really lean in to the whole Silence of the Lambs thing. It should give you burgers in a basket.
Oh.
Or anything in a basket.
See, now, Matthew, I feel like you're the only one making this Buffalo Bill connection when there's a far more famous Buffalo Bill. Fascinating to me.
I just like things in baskets. They could also do...
I do like baskets.
There could be another place, and it's There Will Be Blood themed. And they just have milkshakes that other people can drink from.
Yeah.
And burgers in baskets. Because there was that whole bastard in a basket.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's two
Bastard
items.
burger in a basket?
Bastard burger in a basket?
There I don't know. Just trying some branding here.
Yeah. And you got to have someone dressed like Daniel Day-Lewis coming out, in peak hours in his like dirty onesie with a straw, just telling everybody, "I drink your milkshake.
Now
I drink it up."
I feel like not that I know him personally, but knowing of Daniel Day-Lewis, he wouldn't allow someone to impersonate him. He would just do it himself. Being such a devoted actor, he'd be like, "Well, if this is the role, I'll show up with my own straw. And I'll drink your milkshake. Drink it up.
I hope they make a Buffalo Bills biography, and Daniel Day-Lewis plays Buffalo Bill, the chicken wing guy.
Yeah, the chicken wing guy.
Yeah.
Not the American legend.
Psst, who's he?
I mean, as far as American legends go, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, 2017.
2016.
Well,
the election year.
Doesn't he only start in 2017?
He would only start in January and be inaugurated in 2017.
There we go.
So on that note, Matthew,
yeah,
with a scary future for America, and we don't know what is coming, and a scary restaurant that we went to today where we did not know what was coming. Do we know what's coming next week when we go for lunch?
I guess I need to let you know, so you can mentally prepare.
That's why I ask every week.
I don't want you to step too far out of your comfort zone, Sebastian. And I do think we need something to get the sour taste of this place out of our mouths. So, let's get a burger.
By any chance, do you remember what we rated Kojak's burger? So no. I just want to make sure I rate this lower.
I was thinking that too. No.
You know what? I'm not worried. I'm pretty sure I'm going to rate this lower, regardless of what I gave that other one.
Yeah.
Mama's babies in the heart of every schoolgirl. Love me tender, leaves me crying in the eye. The way you moved, it was so sweet and true.
Blackberry and a little boy smile. Black velvet with a slow southern style. A new religion that'll bring you to your knees. Black velvet, if you please. Just for you, Matthew.
Thank you. I listen to it every night.